Now, let's start to look at one of my personal favorite ways of sweeping someone from half guard. This is the use of your outside or Kosoto hook and using your legs to sweep your opponent down to his back. So, we've been looking at the basic half guard situation, and we've seen that in the tight waist series, we typically work with this outside hook on our training partner's leg. Okay, and we've seen from any situation where we have an outside hook and we go through into a lower leg shift, it's possible for us now to start coming up on our training partner, and we find ourselves with a tight waist and that hook on the leg like so. Now, most of what we've been doing so far has been upper body work, body locks, knee picks, etc., etc. But another way for us to operate, especially when our opponent has a strong whizzer and the leg is up, is for us to bring our hand down here behind him, so he has less bite with the whizzer. We know now that if the elbow is away from the body, his whizzer feels awfully strong. But if we bring the hand either up or down, the whizzer becomes much weaker. So I take my hand from the waist and I bring it down here around the leg. Now, I place two hands on the floor, my head goes across his body, and I start walking in a circle, sweeping the leg out from underneath him. Now at this point, Nick Ortiz is not really resisting, so he went down very quickly. We'll look at resistance very soon, don't worry. But your intention is to drop him to a hip. The second he goes down to a hip, we put our leg up, we go over his hip and lock our hands. So you have a body lock on your training partner. When he goes to pull away from you in these situations, it's awfully difficult. And it's very easy for us now to dominate that inside position with our elbow. So when he goes to put us back in guard, it's a difficult thing to achieve. And very easy for us to go over the top and into some of our favorite body lock guard passes. So once again, from a different angle, we start off in a fairly standard half guard situation. It's like so. I take my hand and I bring it through like so. With my two hands on the floor, look how I just sweep my knee across and put him down to a hip. Okay, back up. Second alternative is to come around in front of my training partner by putting my leg up, just like so. And then I use that Kosoto hook to bring him straight down to the hip, like so. Now I go right across and lock. I put my leg up, he goes to pull away from us. It's a very difficult thing to achieve. We end up in perfect attacking position, ready to play. See from a different angle. There's our Kosoto hook in place like so. From here, look how my hand comes from here down to here. I plant my knee and I just pull my leg back. And it knocks him down to a hip. When he goes to get back up, it's quite difficult because of that Kosoto hook. It becomes even more difficult when I go in and get that body lock. He goes to pull away from us. It's pretty difficult. You've got an excellent passing position to work from. So this is just a really effective way to use your legs to knock someone down to a hip. It takes very little effort, and it gets you away from that dreadful whizzer pressure, which can often be a problem associated when you have a strong wrestler on top of you who knows how to use a whizzer and your arms are extended. You just shorten your arms and let your legs do the work, put them down to a hip and body lock them.